in the time right now of the 10 days of repentance, which is between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And this year is, I think you guys spoke about it in my husband's class on Sunday, is tsh'p'he. So p'he means peh, which is the mouth. And I was thinking, it's really this time, this year specifically, is this energy of communication and sharing and expressing our truth and expressing our worries and expressing our fears and expressing our gratitude and our joy and to sing, all of it. It's really a time to share and to express that. So I really felt when I went inside, I said, yeah, I'm tired and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to share because I didn't really have time to prepare, but I'm really trusting that, again, when I come on here, I'm just a vehicle and just a channel for God. And I really feel that. So I really do believe I'm excited to see what unfolds and what comes through me. And I really feel, especially this year, leaning into that energy, we have so much more of an ability to share from this authentic space of really what's in our hearts, really, really not just what's in our minds, but really what's in our hearts. And I feel like we really need to express and to share with each other, specifically the energy of this year specifically. And, we're right after October 7th. So yesterday was definitely the most intense day, like what you said, Marcy, it brought back, it triggered so much from last year. And even I was thinking back last year, October 7th, it was Simchat Torah. So even though we knew something was happening in Israel, at the same time, it was Simchat Torah. It was a day of joy and celebration. It was a holiday. And we were in synagogue and we were dancing and we really were we knew something was happening. We didn't know the extent of it. But this year, October 7th, just brought up so much. I woke up in the morning and I was just crying. My eyes were red. My kids came out. They said, what's wrong? And, I feel as a whole, we're holding so much. There's so many conflicting feelings and conflicting emotions. And, even yesterday, I was realizing, I'm like, wow, there's so much deep sadness and pain and grief and, feeling of abandonment. But at the same time, there's also, when I really sat with it, I'm like, wow, there's so much gratitude and there's so much gratitude for the miracles and so much hope and so much, bitachon in God that I'm really feeling in the Jewish people and so much, and even joy that brings and hope for the future of what that brings. So another acronym for also this year, I'm not sure if my husband mentioned, is that tsh'p'he is also tsh'p'he means po, which means here, meaning being present, that there's so much energy this year in really being present to what is, not, again, living in our heads, because our heads are a place that could take us all over. It could take us so far into fear and anxiety and what's going to be and what if, and it's really the place of the dark forces really is in our head, because it takes us either to the past or to the future. But tsh'p'he, po, means being present, being mindful, living in the moment, which is, again, right now. I'm sitting here in Tzfat, thank God, not very far from the border of Lebanon, where there's wars happening and soldiers are going in and there's bombings, but thank God the door's open, there's a beautiful breeze and beautiful air, and it's just silent right now, and there's so much to be grateful for. So what I want to actually start with is just an exercise where I feel if we all just put our hands on our hearts for a moment and really just sit for a few moments, just be quiet, and I would love to just sit and just ask ourselves, what are we present for right now? What's present for us right now? And then maybe after that, we could go around and share if anyone wants to share. So let's just take a few moments to do that. Really put our hands on our hearts. Take a few deep breaths and just ask really what's present in our hearts right now.